Hi everyone, it's myasthenia from Clean Body Living coming to you on day 2 of my video challenge. I'm sorry I'm coming to you so late, but I really wanted to get this video in before I went to sleep. So today I'm going to tell you my story of how I founded Clean Body Living and became a holistic health coach. It all started back in December 2002 when I was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, a rare autoimmune disease. And an autoimmune disease is one in which the immune system incorrectly attacks various parts of the body. And in myasthenia, the immune system attacks the muscle-nerve connection. Our nerves send signals to our muscles, signaling for them to do certain things like raise your arm, open your eyes, etc. And when myasthenia is present, there's weakness in that area. So you can experience weakness in your eyes, where people have blurred and double vision, which is what I experienced a lot of. Weakness in the rest of the facial muscles, where people have difficulty chewing and swallowing. Weakness in the arms and legs, and even weakness in the lungs, where myasthenia can be fatal. Thankfully for me, I mainly had blurred and double vision, but it was difficult because I had difficulty doing things that we all take for granted, like driving, dialing a phone number, and even crossing the street. I even had to get accommodations on the New York State bar exam to account for my blurred vision. But despite being diagnosed with myasthenia, I decided to continue with my plans of pursuing corporate law at a big law firm in New York City. I took drugs that suppressed my immune system, and I worked the 80 to 100 hour weeks that were required. I didn't want to tell anyone at work because I didn't want to be treated any differently. After 4 years on the immunosuppressant drug, my doctor took me off it and put me on a steroid. I was on the steroid for 2 years, and then I had surgery, thymectomy, the removal of my thymus gland, and that is supposed to be a cure for myasthenia in some cases. After the thymectomy, my symptoms actually got worse. In addition to having blurred and double vision almost continuously, I started to have weakness in my hands where I couldn't type, and my doctor put me back on the steroid. And I kept telling him that I was concerned about the long-term side effects. But he told me that I was young, on a low dose, and at no risk for the long-term side effects, which included weight gain, which I definitely experienced, diabetes, glaucoma, and osteoporosis. So despite my hesitation, I listened to my doctor, went back on the steroid, and about less than 6 months later, I was diagnosed with osteoporosis at age 32. For me, that was a game changer. I couldn't believe that I had osteoporosis at 32 years old. And especially after I had told my doctor and he had assured me that I wouldn't get it, that I was at no risk. He didn't tell me, yes, you're at risk, you should take more vitamin D, you should take calcium, you should do weight-bearing exercises. He simply told me I wouldn't get it. And back then, I was naive enough to believe him. So that diagnosis really changed things for me. I ended up going to a naturopathic doctor, and she put me on some natural supplements. She taught me about changing my diet to an anti-inflammatory diet, and I actually started to heal. I was amazed that after years of drug therapy and listening to allopathic doctors, Western doctors, I was actually healing naturally. I began to research everything that I could about natural healing, natural foods, environmental toxins, anything I could, and I implemented all of those things into my life. I started eating an organic diet. I cut out all the inflammatory foods, including dairy, which was a major game changer for me. And after that, I just was so intrigued by the healing, the body's natural ability to heal, that I decided to make that my calling, because I'm really passionate. I was really disappointed by the fact that my doctor had told me some information that was incorrect, and he could have told me things that I could have used to empower myself in my healing. I don't think it would have been the same for me if I had gotten osteoporosis, if my doctor had told me, yes, that's a real possibility. Or if my doctor had told me that's a possibility, but do these things. But the fact that he told me nothing really made me want to help people to know that they can always do something to heal themselves, to improve their condition. So I studied nutrition at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition in New York City, the world's largest nutrition school. And then I founded Clean Body Living on those 5 principles. And I believe that anyone who follows those principles will improve their health and prevent disease. So I look forward to talking to you tomorrow about awareness, the first principle of clean body living. And as I mentioned, you can always connect with me. You can connect with me on cleanbodyliving.com. You can sign up for my newsletter. I send it out every 2 weeks. And if you do sign up, I'll definitely send you a free gift. Right now, what I'm sending out is a talk that I did about environmental toxins and how they impact our health. So I look forward to connecting with you and seeing you tomorrow to talk about awareness. Good night.